So Stardew Valley recently released an official cookbook with some of the in-game dishes translated to real life. I pre-ordered it so far in advance and I'm so happy it's here. I don't really cook that often and I'm really bad at cooking, so I thought it'd be a fun little thing to challenge myself to spend the week cooking only Stardew Valley dishes and try my best not to order food in because I do that a lot and it's a problem. So hopefully Concerned Ape will teach me a thing or two around the kitchen and I won't have to order as much food. I'm also going to rate all the dishes that I make based on the villager gifting scale. If you've never played Stardew Valley before, one of the things you can do is befriend the villagers by giving them gifts, and they all have unique preferences for every single item in the game based on a scale of love, like, neutral, dislike, and hate. Day 1. I decided to make a complete breakfast because I was told I'll be ready to take on the world. And also, I love breakfast. The recipe for the complete breakfast in the game was hash browns, pancakes, fried egg, and milk. So the thing about the complete breakfast is that the ingredients are dishes themselves, so I'm gonna have to make 3 different dishes and then combine them to complete the breakfast. I'm gonna start with the hash browns. To make hash browns in Stardew, you'll need 1 potato and 1 oil, but to make hash browns in real life, you'll need 1 potato, cornstarch, granulated garlic, onion powder, black pepper, cooking oil, and salt.
Nico.
Now for the pancakes. To make pancakes in Stardew Valley, you need wheat flour and an egg. But to make pancakes in real life, you'll need fresh rhubarb, granulated sugar, water, blackberries, baking soda, baking powder, goat's milk, butter, honey, flour, an egg, and salt.
Oh my god, this honey is crystallized. That much honey. That's crazy. I think this is like a jam that we're making. Okay, so over in a saucepan, I can move y'all. Come with me, please.
So for the fried eggs, you'll need 2 eggs, and you'll never guess what you'll do next. You're gonna fry the eggs.
Okay, we have the complete breakfast now. The hash browns I was eating the entire time, and these are so good. The egg, it's for sure an egg. Now the pancakes took the most work, so let me try it with a little bit of the jam. The pancake's really good.
So I'm gonna share my ratings at the end once I've tried everything, but I'll share the villager ratings now. Most of the villagers like it, with the exceptions of Alex, who loves it. It's one of his only loved items. Krobus, Leo, and Willie, who dislike it, and Sebastian, who hates it. Okay, now that we have breakfast, it's time for the next meal of the day.
I hope you're hungry for nothing.
Okay, look, I already kind of wake up late, and this breakfast took me 4 hours to make. And it was also a really big meal. It was 3 dishes in one. So I thought that I wasn't gonna be hungry until the next day. But unfortunately for me, I got hungry at 10 p.m. and the grocery store was closed, so I couldn't buy the ingredients for any of the other recipes. I promise, I tried to eat blackberries since they're like a Stardew Valley food, and I thought it'd be still like fair on the challenge, but I did have to order food. So hopefully the next few days will go a little bit better than this bump in the road. Day 2. Today it's morning again, so I'm gonna make the only other breakfast option, ironically named the farmer's lunch. The farmer's lunch is just an omelet with a side of roasted parsnips, so I'm considering it a breakfast. To make the farmer's lunch in Stardew Valley, you need 1 omelet and 1 parsnip. To make the farmer's lunch in real life, you'll need 3 large eggs, whole milk, unsalted butter, salt and pepper, Gruyere cheese, fresh spring herbs, parsnips, and baby arugula. For the villager ratings, most of the villagers liked it with the exceptions of Marnie, who loved it, which makes sense because she's a bit of a farmer herself, the picky eaters, Krobus, Leo, and Willy, who disliked it, and Sebastian, who hates it. He also hated the complete breakfast, so I guess he just hates breakfast in general. And the next meal we have today is pizza, which I was really excited about because I like pizza. Stardew Valley says it's popular for all the right reasons. To make the pizza in the game, you need wheat flour, tomato, and cheese. But to make the pizza in real life, you need water, sugar, active dry yeast, olive oil, flour, salt, and Parmesan cheese. Okay, now it's time for the tomato sauce. For the tomato sauce, you need plum tomatoes. I got the wrong tomatoes. Olive oil, garlic, oregano, and red pepper flakes. So the Queen of Sauce describes the pizza as more of a concept than a recipe, and she basically explains that the recipe is like a build-your-own pizza, and you just need the dough and you can add whatever you want. So I decided to make it with mozzarella and pepperoni because that's my favorite pizza.
It kind of tastes like arcade pizza, which, like, I guess it's a video game, you know?
Most of the villagers like the pizza, with the exceptions of Shane and Sam, who love it, Elliot, Harvey, Krobus, Leo, and Willy, who dislike it, and Lee, who hates it. Day 3. Today we're gonna start off with making some Maky Rolls because there's no more breakfast dishes. To make the Maky Roll in the game, you need any fish, seaweed, and rice. But to make a Maky Roll in real life, you need Japanese short grain rice, water, a carrot, rice wine vinegar, sugar, salt, sushi grade salmon, mayonnaise, sriracha, sesame oil, scallions, nori sheets, cucumber, and an avocado. So the recipe called for mayonnaise, but the mayo that I bought had the seal broken, so I feel like that was a bad sign, and I decided to use cream cheese instead. Okay, I also definitely forgot to put the scallions in, but they're supposed to be in here, so just pretend.
It's pretty good. They look pretty good.
Most of the villagers like the Maky Rolls, with the exceptions of Willy, who's neutral, a rare neutral Willy, Krobus and Leo, who dislike it, and Emily and Evelyn, who hate it. The next thing that we started making today was banana pudding. To make banana pudding in Stardew Valley, you need banana, milk, and sugar. And to make banana pudding in real life, you need milk, sugar, cornstarch, salt, heavy cream, 3 eggs, banana liquor, vanilla extract, unsalted butter, powdered sugar, bananas, and vanilla wafers. So my camera died, so I didn't actually get to record myself adding the banana liquor to the cream. It's super realistic editing, but I wanted to come clean and tell you that it's edited. So you're supposed to refrigerate the banana pudding at this point for a few hours, but I ended up going overnight because it was really late. Day 4, we're still continuing the banana pudding. Most of the villagers like it, with the exceptions of Abigail, who loves it, and Krobus, Leo, and Willy, who dislike it. The next thing that we made today was pepper poppers. To make pepper poppers in Stardew, you need hot pepper and cheese. And to make pepper poppers in real life, you need jalapenos, olive oil, cream cheese, pepper jack cheese, garlic clove, smoked paprika, cornflakes, pickled jalapenos, scallion, and salt and pepper. Most of the villagers like it with the exceptions of Mario and Shane who love it, and Krobus, Leo, and Millie who dislike it. Day 5, the last day. Woo! Oh my gosh, this has been terrible. Everything I make takes me like minimum 4 hours to make because I have to like record it and get all the ingredients and stuff, and everything's so elaborately made. But today we're starting off by making the strange bun. To make a strange bun in Stardew Valley, you need wheat flour, periwinkle, and void mayo. But to make a strange bun in real life, you need milk, bread flour, unsalted butter, milk powder, brown sugar, yeast, buttermilk, eggs, all-purpose flour, lobster, salted butter, sage leaves, lemon zest, and garlic. Okay, I didn't record myself ripping apart the lobster because it just felt, I don't know, I don't like working with meat, but I ripped it apart off camera so you guys didn't have to see it. Also, when you get lobster from the store, you have to like boil it alive. So I made the grocery store steam it for me. No blood on my hands. So the Stardew Valley cookbook gives a recipe for void mayo as like a dipping sauce. So to make void mayo in real life, you need black garlic cloves, charcoal powder, lemon juice, an egg yolk, Dijon mustard, and olive oil. Most of the villagers hate it, with the exceptions of Krobus, who loves it, and Shane, who's neutral. Which I guess maybe Shane's neutral because he gives you the recipe for it. And for the void mayo, everybody hates it except for Krobus. The final thing I made for this week was mango sticky rice. To make mango sticky rice in Stardew Valley, you need mango, coconut, and rice. But to make mango sticky rice in real life, you need coconut milk, sugar, sticky rice, 2 mangoes, and sesame seeds. Most of the villagers like it with the exception of Sandy, who loves it, and Krobus and Leo, who dislike it. Now that I've tried all of the meals, I'm gonna rate them on the love, like, neutral, dislike, and hate scale compared to each other. We can really see what I liked and didn't like. Okay, to start, complete breakfast. I've never had homemade pancakes before. I've only used like the box mix, so I liked it, and it was with goat milk, which is kind of interesting, but I'm still gonna put it as a neutral because it wasn't that interesting of a meal. Next, we had the farmer's lunch. which is an omelet with roasted parsnips, which the omelet was really good. The parsnips were kind of gross, I can't lie. I didn't like them, but the omelet was really good, so I'm gonna put it as a high neutral. Next was the pizza. Pizza is fine, I like pizza. I don't like this pizza though. The thing is that it's definitely my fault. The tomato sauce was so salty. It was disgusting. I don't know, in general, I just think it was kind of mid pizza. I'm gonna put it as a hate. I didn't like it. But like other pizzas I like, I'll eat a pizza, just I won't make this pizza again. The next thing I made, I think I made this next, maybe not, Maky Rolls. It's sushi. I love sushi. I went to like 3 different grocery stores to try to get the sushi grade salmon. I didn't realize how like hard it was to find. It was yummy. I'm gonna put it as love. Actually, yeah, I'm putting it as loved. I love sushi and I enjoyed every bite I had of that. Okay, the next thing I made was the banana pudding. I'm gonna put it as like. Yay! The next thing we made, the order might be wrong, was the pepper poppers. I'm gonna put them as love. I'm gonna put them above the Maky Rolls, actually. I think they were like my absolute favorite thing. I think the next thing I made was the Str Bun. I love lobster. I think the bun part of it was what threw me off. The bun part wasn't good. And the lobster that I bought, okay, lobster is expensive and the recipe called for 2 like big lobsters, but it was too expensive, so I bought 1 small lobster and I had like the smallest portion of meat ever, which I also feel like if I had more lobster meat, it probably would have tasted better, but I didn't. I don't know, I'm gonna rate it as a dislike. Okay, next, or the last thing I made, potentially, was the mango sticky rice. See, I don't know how to grade this one because I know I rated the pizza based off the pizza that I made, but the mango sticky rice, I fucked up, okay? I don't know how to cook rice, apparently, which like, obviously you're looking at me, obviously she doesn't know how to cook rice, but like this was really bad. And the mango that I bought was like not super ripe. It was bad, it was not good. And it feels bad because I feel like usually I'd put it as a loved thing, but for this specific dish that I made, I hated it. Which like, what? You belong up here. It was my fault. So I have to hate it, which hurt so much. Okay, so I forgot to rate the voicemail because it's like a dipping sauce and not like an actual dish, but I wanted to give you my thoughts on it anyway. So here it is, pretend like you're watching me do it live. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure it tastes a little bit different than what it tastes like in Stardew Valley because I think in Stardew Valley it tastes like burnt hair. And fortunately, it did not taste like burnt hair, which is a win for me. I give it a neutral. It was okay. Okay, these are all my ratings. Yay!